Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. It is Easter Sunday when we're posting this, so happy Easter to everybody. Hoping everybody found a good fun way to have a social distanced Easter. I'm sure it's a little bit different for all of us. Share your Easter experiences in the comments if you don't mind. I know for us, we picked up some Easter gifts from one set of grandparents hanging off the mailbox, and the other set brought their gifts out and set them at the end of the driveway, and we had a very social distance exchange. But it was Easter nonetheless, and that's how we celebrated. Today's video, we're starting off with the time lapse. I was trying to get a sunrise for you, but the clouds had a little different plan. But as the video progresses, you'll see the sun poke through the clouds, and at the very end of this clip, you're going to see a towboat zoom by in the time lapse. And then we're going to hop in the Mac. We're going to go haul some equipment for Mike today, aka Dirt Perfect. We're hauling the Caterpillar D4G, and we're hauling a Hyundai 145 excavator. So stay tuned. So we're off the county roads, we're getting ready to get on the highway. We'll probably just go ahead and cut straight to the picking up the D4 dozer. That's what we're doing, we're hauling the D4 today, and then we're going to pick up a track hoe, but it's not Mike's track hoe, so it's something a little bit different. We've been on the road for about 45 minutes or so, and to save about 15 miles, we're going to take a little shortcut. Really made for what we're in, but we've done it before, so we're confident we can do it again. It is an old power line right away, and the county decided they should make that right away into a county road. Other side. Other side. What do I say here? Well, that's good. The master's off, so hopefully we'll be all right. Did bring the jump pack just in case. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, all right, let's go get the jump pack. Yeah, that's going for us. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Let's try again. All right. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. What does this say? It's a 12. 12 volt. Okay. It doesn't look cold today. Sun's shining. Man, I was not prepared for this wind. I am chilly right now. Put this thing on the truck. Get back in the truck. That's what I want to do. Alright, 12 volts. How's it going? Yes, sir. So off with the D4G and on to the next one. All right, so we're getting ready to pick up the Hyundai 145 that they're letting Mike try out for the time being. I have a little bit of experience with the rubber tracks trying to cross a ditch. I've never used rubber tracks before on a machine that size, so it kind of throws me for a loop, but we get her figured out, get her on the trailer. You'll just have to see how that works out. And as I'm backing up here, you're going to see me stop and start a couple times. I'm just switching from low side to high side. In case you don't know, these have low and high reverse in them. So I do high side through the straights, and I don't quite have what it takes to do high side through the curves. I'm not that skilled of a backer. So low side in the curves, and then I'll point it out for you at the beginning here so you know what I'm talking about. Low side to there, flip over to high side, flip back down to low side around the curve, and we get around the curve and back into high side to where I need to go. Anywho, let's get this excavator on the trailer. So like I said, this machine has rubber tracks on it. I've never ran a machine this size with rubber tracks on it. I crossed this little bitty ditch over here just to get the trenching bucket. With the Volvo 140 or the John Deere 120 with the shoes we have on it, I'd have crossed that without thinking twice. It threw me for a little bit of loop here, and the thumb threw me for a little bit of a loop too. It's just slightly different than what I'm used to. Definitely not the machine's fault, definitely my lack of operating, but it was still interesting nonetheless, and I just like getting different equipment and seeing how it operates. I'm hoping I can use this to load out the base rock for the YouTube Yacht Road so I can actually get some seat time and see how it handles when it's actually digging something. Also, side note, don't stand in the swing radius when somebody's running a piece of equipment.
Watch your head there, buddy.
Yep. Not the best place to be standing. Anywho, we're going to get across this little bitty ditch. We're going to get the ditch cleaned back up. I do have one really cool thing I want to show you on this machine that just from getting it loaded on the truck I was really impressed with, and then we'll head back to the lot.
Check this out. I'll slow it down just so I don't hit that gate. As soon as you hit the travel pedals, look what happens. The camera on the back comes on. As soon as you hit the travel pedals, automatically. I let off, gauges. I travel, camera. That is pretty cool. Anywho, I gotta load out to get this gate. The truck's up there. We're gonna back up and get this thing off.
So aside from just getting a little bit of dirt that fell off the undercarriage whenever I tracked it out the truck off real quick, but one thing I really do like about this machine, as far as chaining it down, is they actually made the steps strong enough to be the tie down. And you can even see right there, I just went to a hole in the track frame, which I think will be fine. But I actually used the step on this one, and you can see they even have a label to say that that's okay. So
that 145 loaded. We clear this power line. Yeah. So we got that 145 loaded. And I kind of just stuck you on the bucket and left you there bad spot in the road, and I didn't want to sit there and mess around trying to get all these cool fancy shots and then get hit by a car in the process. You know what I mean? That's just, getting hit by a car is a good way to ruin your day. That's just all there is to it. So, anywho, we're gonna head back to the lot. We'll get this thing offloaded. Then we can take a little bit closer look at this. If you really want some good in-depth video on this machine, you know what you got to do. Go to Dirt Perfect's page, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications, and wait a few days, maybe weeks, and eventually he's going to post some really good videos on his 145 that Hyundai was nice enough to send down to him to try out. So that's what we got going on. Let's hit the road, get this thing offloaded. What do you say? What do you say? Back down here. No shiny flags. He wants the trenching bucket off and the 5-foot bucket on for his next job. So we'll just use it loader and swap them out real quick like. Maybe. Oh, still in reverse. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Ah, no problems with this thing. All right. Got the trenching bucket on there. We're getting ready to put this 5-foot smooth face bucket on there. That's what he needs on the next job, which means Dirt Perfect will have some videos coming up of that 145 using that bucket. So be sure to stay tuned to his channel for those videos. And like I said, I hope to use this 145 to load out the base material for the YouTube Yacht Road. So hopefully we'll have videos of that coming up as well. That's all I have for this one. Unfortunately, I don't have any drone footage of barges this time. It's just been really windy here lately, which keeps that drone on the ground. But hopefully by the next video, we'll have you all taken care of. Speaking of the next video, it's going to be working for Dirt Perfect again, and we got the tire fixed on the John Deere 75, so we're back out on the YouTube Yacht Road a little bit. Hope everybody's staying positive, staying healthy, making the best out of the current situation. I know we went out and had a campfire tonight, cooked on some cast iron skillets out on the coals, and just tried to make the best of a nice evening. I hope you guys are able to do the same. Anywho, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.